What's going on, y'all? This is Alex. Welcome to another episode of ENA. We got time. As always, I'm your host here with your weekly prediction video. First and foremost, before we get started, go ahead, subscribe, like the video. Appreciate all that. Also, last week winner, I sent you. I commented back to you. One, please either DM me on Twitter or Instagram. Scheme Joffrey 95, pretty much on everything, and get with me so I can send you that bread. But yeah, though, that's just a real quick announcement. Just wanted to get that out the way. Definitely want to send that to you, and appreciate all the support from last week. Bunch of people commenting, a bunch of people trying to get that bread, so appreciate that. And we called some pretty good games last week for the most part. Let's go ahead and let's get into hell. Giants at Dolphins. JMS, the center for the Giants, he went out with a shoulder injury early last week. Daniel Bellinger went out with a knee injury. He's questionable. Saquon might come back this week, don't know. Andrew Thomas, left tackle, he's also out. He might be back this week. As far as the Dolphins go, Teron Armstead, he's out, I believe, with a knee. Jalen Phillips, he's questionable. He's probably gonna be back. And safety Elliott, he's probably gonna be back. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, Giants fan, don't take what the Bills did to the Dolphins for like the Giants. We're not doing that. It's gonna get dark. I just want to see some kind of progression, see more Hyatt and more from Banks and the rookie class. I'm calling this Dolphins 35-14 if we're lucky. Next up, we got Jags at Bills. Devin Lloyd, linebacker for the Jags, he's questionable. No, he's out, my bad. Jamal Agnew, he's on the questionable list. Zay Jones, the wide receiver, he's also questionable. I know they can't wait to have him back. Von Miller, he has a knee. I think he's getting close. Trey White, as y'all all know, he's out with the torn Achilles. He's out for the season. Prayers to him. He's had a real tough road. Jordan Poyer, he's also questionable. Jags got in the groove last week. Had a really good game in London. Bills steamrolled Miami, who was looking really, really good. Tua and company looked great. But this game is overseas, I believe. I'm taking the Bills 28-20. I think they're riding pretty high. I know the Jags are doing pretty good, but I think it'll be real competitive. But I got to go Bills 28-20. That's how I'm calling it. Next up, we got Titans at Colts. Chandler Burke, the wide receiver, questionable. Elijah, the cornerback, he's questionable. Peter, I'm not going to mess up his last name, the offensive tackle, he's also questionable. As far as the Colts go, Kwity Paye, the defensive end, he had a concussion, so we'll see about that. Ryan Kelly, the center, he's questionable. And cornerback, he is on IR with an Achilles. The Titans do not look good so far this year overall. The Colts, they trucking along, you know what I'm saying? Richardson he's been playing some pretty decent ball. He just has to go out there and not trying to do too much, stay within the offense, get what defense takes him, and run when he can, but not too much. Don't start sliding a little bit more. But I'm gonna take the Colts at home. I got them 23-20 in this ball game, in the divisional game. Next, we got Saints at Patriots. Pete, the guard, he had a concussion, so we'll see about that. Paulson at a Debo, the cornerback, he's questionable. Cesar Ruiz, the center, is questionable. As far as the Patriots go, Jonathan Jones, the corner, he's questionable. Cole Strange, the offensive lineman, he's questionable. Matthew Judon is going to be out for a couple of weeks with a bicep issue, as well as a standout cornerback, Gonzalez. He has a torn labrum, so we don't know when he'll be back. Overall, neither of these teams have looked that good, but Mac Jones did get benched last week, so that speaks volumes. With Judon not being there, I'm going to take the Saints. I think a lot of these guys are going to come back and play for the Saints this week. So I'm taking Saints 21-14, close ball game. Next, Uh, we got Ravens at Steelers. For the Ravens, Bateman, the wide receiver, he's on the injured list. He's questionable. Humphrey, he's questionable. Ron Staley, the offensive lineman, he's questionable. And Marcus Williams, the safety, he's also questionable. As far as the Steelers go, Kenny Pickett has a knee issue. We'll see about that. I believe that is day-to-day. Pat Freiermuth, the tight end, he has a hamstring. He's doubtful. Overall, even though Kenny Pickett might not play, it's still, Steelers, Ravens. It's always going to be real close. It's always going to be hella competitive. Hopefully we get to go out there and see Odell. Get to see him do some more. Zay Flowers been tearing it up. Bateman as well. I'm really excited for this game, actually, even though neither one of my team. But I'm going to pick the Ravens 23-20 in a close ball game. I think Kenny Pickett not being there is really going to hurt them in the long run. Next, we got Texans at Falcons. Josh Jones, offensive lineman, is questionable for the Texans. Denzel Perryman, the linebacker, he's questionable. Larry Tunsil, the offensive lineman, he's also questionable. Kendrick Green has a torn meniscus, so he's probably going to be out. Overall, I kind of like this matchup. I think this should be a pretty fun game. The Texans with C.J. Stroud, he's looking good. Him, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, my boy Brevin Jordan, hopefully get some PT. The Falcons, Bijan Robinson is always going to be must-see TV. Drake London is a very good receiver, and hopefully Kyle Pitts gets some more targets. But overall, I'm taking the Texans 24-21, but I do think this will be a very good ball game. Next, we got Panthers at Lions. For the Panthers, Dante Jackson, he's questionable with a shoulder injury. Mingo, the wide receiver, he's also questionable. Woods, the safety, is questionable. As far as the Lions go, Joseph, the safety, he's questionable. Emmanuel Mosley, the corner's questionable. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson is on IR. I believe Bryce will be back for this game, so that's always going to be good, to have Bryce be back out there. Hopefully he gets in a good rhythm. Hopefully the offensive line can protect a little better for him. As far as the Lions been playing some really good ball. I believe they're at the top of their division. Steamrolled the Packers, and they really getting things moving. That team is really doing great. A lot of good things going on over there. So I got to go with the Lions in this. I'm going to give the Panthers a little respect. 30-21, but I think they win this game pretty handily, and it's kind of like a backdoor. They get to 21. But Bengals at Cardinals. Charlie Jones, the wide receiver for the Bengals, who's been great on special teams, he's on IR. Taylor Britt, the corner, he has a concussion, so we'll see about that. T. Higgins has fractured ribs, so I don't think he'll play. And Irv Smith, the tight end, he's questionable. As far as the Cardinals, update on Murray, he is still weeks away. He will not be coming off IR from the report I saw. Not this week, and probably not next week either. They're saying he still needs some time. I think when I read it, it was supposed to be like around Halloween. But anyway, I like the Cardinals in this game. Joe Burrow is hurt. He needs to sit and get some rest and rest that calf. But yeah, I got Cardinals 2017. They've been competitive for the most part in all these games. Why not this one? Next, we got Eagles at Rams. Jurgens, the center, is doubtful with a foot. Brown, the safety, is questionable. And Evans, the safety, is questionable for the Eagles. As far as Rams go, Cooper Kupp, he's still on IR with a hammy. Stafford has a hip contusion, so we'll see how that goes. The running back, Kyron Williams, he also has a hip injury, so we'll see about that. Tyler Higbee is questionable with a thumb. The Rams have been playing a lot better ball than people gave them credit for, even myself. The Eagles they winning games in different ways, and I'm liking and not liking some of the stuff I'm seeing, but hey, at the end of the day, they're winning. But I think the Eagles win this game. I think they'll be more ready, and they'll just be more healthy than the Rams. So for that reason, I got to take the Eagles on the road 30-24. Next, we got Jets at Broncos. As far as the Jets go, Tony Adams, the safety, he's questionable. They have a guard, West, who's questionable. As far as the Broncos go, Javonte Williams, he has a hip flexor. We'll see about that. He's questionable. Frank Clark, the acquisition that they got from the Chiefs, he's questionable. Hopefully he can play and, start giving them some real production out there. Justin Simmons, the safety, is also questionable. This is almost a must-win game for Russ and Sean Payton. The Jets, I know Zach Wilson looked good against the Chiefs the other day, but the Broncos, they need to win this game. They're at home. There's a lot of factors that go into that. So for that reason, I got to pick the Broncos in what I said must-win game for the head coach and the quarterback. I got the Broncos winning this game 21-17. Next, we got probably going to be one of the best offensive games of the week. We got Chiefs at Vikings, and both teams coming to this game relatively healthy. Nick Bolton, the linebacker for the Chiefs, he's questionable, and Jalen Watson, the cornerback, is questionable. The center for the Vikings, he's questionable. The Vikings got him a much needed win last week against Carolina, I believe. The Chiefs won a pretty good game against the Jets. A lot of people had them kind of steamrolling Jets, but Jets defense is legit. Thankfully for the Chiefs, the Vikings defense is not legit, and I think this will be a high-scoring game. But I don't think the Chiefs will have to sweat too much. I got Chiefs 31-24, but like I said, I think it's going to be a lot throwing the ball around. Next, we got Cowboys at 49ers, which a lot of people believe this will be like the NFC Championship game. Got a lot of people hurting there. So let's get to it. We got the running back Rico for the Cowboys. He has a hip contusion. Zach Martin, quadriceps on Michael Parsons' knee. Tyron Smith's knee. For the 49ers, John Feliciano, concussion, we'll see about that. Elijah Mitchell for the 49ers. He has a knee issue, and Juwan Jennings, the wide receiver, is questionable. The Cowboys, a lot of people are up and down on them because, the Cardinals lost, but, they steamrolled the Patriots, but a lot of people aren't big on the Patriots. The 49ers just been playing incredible football. Really not much bad to say. Christian McCaffrey looked like an MVP candidate, and they playing at home. Brock Purdy been proving a lot of people wrong. I'm going 49ers 28-20. I think it'll be a close ball game, but they just look like a better overall team throughout the whole season. Next, we got Packers at Raiders. Campbell for the Packers, the linebacker, he's questionable. Jenkins, the offensive lineman, he's questionable. Luke Musgrave, tight end, he has a concussion. We'll see how that goes. Eric Stokes, he has a foot, and he'll be returning from PUP with his injury, so hopefully we'll see how that goes. As far as the Raiders go, David Long, the corner, has an ankle. Jimmy G should be back from that concussion. And Nick, the cornerback, he's questionable. Overall, I think this will be a bounce-back game for the Packers. I know Jimmy G might be coming back, but I think the Packers have a better game plan. And I don't believe the Raiders' pass rush, even though Crosby's a monster, I don't believe it's as good as the Lions. So overall, I just got to go with the Packers 27-17, get back on track. And that's how I'm calling it, man. As always, I'm your host. Appreciate all y'all. Please like, subscribe, comment y'all picks, win that free money. And we'll be back here next weekend. It is what it is. But that's all I got for y'all. Peace.